That's how I was able to see the tapes. This is why she think I saw them, and I saw some things that were unreal, and I saw celebrities on the tape.
Door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder, like murder.
I don't know if Will Smith has surgery on his heart or what, but that
In the corner screaming, balled up, right? Like I could feel his pain, like he had been raped, like he had been forced to do something.
Will Smith is finally speaking about the long-running rumors linking him to Bryshere Gray, and the speculation has been getting a lot of attention online. For years, social media users have debated the nature of their connection, with old clips and photos continuing to surface and spark fresh conversations. Some critics have questioned why no legal action ever came from the claims and rumors that have circulated online for so long. At the same time, Will has also faced a separate lawsuit from a former violinist who alleges that an uncomfortable and inappropriate interaction took place. These claims have generated major discussion, although they remain allegations. Meanwhile, Bryshere's recent online content and career moves have become a hot topic of discussion across social media platforms. Some commenters have even tried to connect his current path to his past experiences in the entertainment industry, though there is no confirmed evidence supporting those theories. What is clear is that questions continue to surround Will's circle, especially since he's faced multiple allegations over the years involving claims that he made others feel pressured or uncomfortable. Those accusations have remained a major source of controversy and debate online. The first major allegation surfaced back in 2012 when Star magazine published a story claiming that Will Smith had a close relationship with Dwayne Martin that went beyond friendship. According to the report, this rumored connection was supposedly creating tension in Will and Jada's marriage. However, Dwayne's wife at the time, Tisha Campbell, quickly pushed back on the claims, stating that her husband was committed to his family and that the rumors were completely false.
Door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
The process afterwards,
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder.
Okay.
But the story didn't end there. Fast forward to 2023, and Will's former assistant, Bilal, appeared on Tasha K's platform and shared a series of shocking allegations about Will and Dwayne. His comments immediately sparked heated debate online and reignited years of speculation surrounding their friendship. These claims spread rapidly across social media, with many people questioning what was fact and what was rumor. The controversy grew even larger when actress Alexis Arquette made a now-deleted Facebook post containing allegations about Will's personal life and past relationships. Her comments generated major headlines and fueled even more discussion online, adding another layer to an already controversial story that continues to be debated years later. It's worth noting that Benny Medina is a well-known music executive and a longtime friend of Will Smith. Over the years, many people have credited him with helping Will build connections and advance his career in the entertainment world. Because of that history, some online commentators have tried to connect the two whenever rumors about Will's personal life resurface, though none of those claims have been proven. The conversation became even louder when internet personality Trisha Paytas spoke about stories she said had been shared with her by people in the entertainment industry.
Max, so Charlie was with me every step of the way, first out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's gonna be all right.
According to her comments, some individuals described uncomfortable interactions and experiences involving major Hollywood figures. Those remarks quickly spread across social media and added more attention to ongoing discussions surrounding industry culture and celebrity behavior. Around the same period, online drama involving several creators was already making headlines. Trisha eventually responded to comments made by Jada Pinkett Smith, and the exchange turned into a widely discussed social media feud. The back and forth generated plenty of reactions online, with fans and critics closely following every new development and statement that surfaced. Trisha's response quickly grabbed attention online when she fired back at Jada and referenced long-running rumors involving Will. Her comments sparked a wave of reactions, with many people criticizing her for bringing unrelated allegations into the conversation while defending another controversial figure. Even so, the exchange added more fuel to the ongoing debates that have followed Will for years. But things became even more intense when discussions about Bryshere Gray started circulating again. This time, social media users pointed to old photos, videos, and online posts that they claimed raised questions about his connections within the entertainment industry. As interest in the story grew, many people began revisiting how Bryshere first met some of the biggest names in Hollywood. According to stories shared online, Bryshere's former manager, Charlie Mack, helped introduce him to influential figures who were said to be offering guidance and mentorship opportunities. Some commentators have speculated about what really happened behind the scenes, while others argue there's no verified evidence supporting those claims. What is clear is that the situation has remained a major topic of discussion, with competing narratives continuing to circulate years later.
Uncle Will, you know, who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared to work with Taraji.
But here's where the story takes another dramatic turn. According to rumors that have circulated online for years, some people believe that Bryshere and Will developed a very close bond during the time they spent around each other. Supporters of these theories have claimed that Bryshere viewed Will as someone he could trust and rely on, though none of these claims have been verified. At the same time, Will's highly publicized marriage often became part of the speculation surrounding these rumors. As the years went on, Bryshere faced a series of personal and legal challenges that drew major media attention. In 2020, he was arrested following a dispute that resulted in serious allegations and widespread headlines. Then in 2022, he found himself back in the news after another reported domestic-related incident. These events led many observers to question what had happened to the promising career he once seemed destined to have. The controversy grew again when Will's former assistant and friend Bilal made a number of allegations about Will during public interviews. His statements quickly spread across social media and reignited debates that had already been circulating online for years, bringing renewed attention to both men and the rumors surrounding them.
His wife calling 911 after escaping him at a Goodyear QT, claiming Gray hundreds of times, strangled her, and threatened her with a knife.
Bilal went even further with his claims, alleging that Will had personally discussed certain private matters with him. Those statements quickly spread online and became a major talking point among people already following the controversy. According to various rumors and allegations circulating on social media, Bryshere was said to have formed a strong emotional connection with influential people around him during a challenging period in his life. However, these claims remain unverified and continue to be heavily debated. Jaguar Wright later added to the discussion by alleging that following several high-profile legal disputes in the entertainment industry, Bryshere has spoken with attorneys about potential legal action of his own. She also claimed there were obstacles that prevented anything from moving forward, though no evidence has publicly confirmed those allegations. As for the rumored multi-million-dollar lawsuit that some online commentators believe Bryshere might have been considering, much of that speculation appeared to stem from anonymous gossip posts shared on the internet. One widely discussed blind item suggested that additional people could eventually come forward with claims involving a powerful entertainment figure. However, the post provided no verifiable evidence, and the rumors remained largely speculative. At the same time, another controversy began drawing attention around Will. As discussions about Bryshere continued to circulate online, Will was also facing a lawsuit filed by violinist Brian King Joseph involving allegations of inappropriate conduct. The legal filing came after Joseph's reported involvement with Will's Based on a True Story 2025 tour, bringing even more public scrutiny to the situation.
So long story short, when I'm in Chicago, this guy's acting erratic. Like, I mean, you crazy. He's getting stopped by the cops. There's milk involved. There's mental illness involved. There's use involved. And I'm really trying to see what happened to this guy. And one day he said, you know what happened. You know that Will R-worded me, or however y'all kind of say it on YouTube.
According to the lawsuit, Joseph was hired in late 2024 to perform at a show in San Diego and was later invited to participate in additional projects, including tour performances and music-related opportunities. The filing also claims that as their professional relationship developed, Will made comments suggesting they shared a unique connection. Those allegations quickly became a major topic of discussion online and added another layer to the ongoing controversy surrounding the actor. Unlike the rumors that have surrounded other people connected to these stories, Brian King Joseph's allegations were formally presented in a lawsuit. According to the legal filing, the key incident allegedly took place during a stop on Will's 2025 tour in Las Vegas. Joseph claims that on or around March 20th, he returned to his hotel room late in the evening and believed that someone had entered the room while he was away. The lawsuit states that hotel security reportedly found no signs of forced entry. According to the filing, only certain individuals connected to the tour and management operation were believed to have had authorized access to the room during that time. Joseph further alleged that several personal items and documents had been left behind, along with a handwritten note. These claims became one of the most talked about parts of the lawsuit and quickly spread across social media and entertainment news outlets.
And I'm like, whoa, this was a full admittance. And he's going, and I'm like, I didn't know anything. He's in the corner, balled up, snot, so much sweating and pain that blood is coming from his nose, right? And this is me and him in a conversation. And he was like, please don't tell him, please don't tell him. Will admitted to me that he had with Bryshere Gray, but it was consensual, right?
According to Joseph, the situation left him feeling deeply unsettled and concerned about what might happen next. The lawsuit also claims that after he reported the incident to hotel security, law enforcement, and representatives connected to the tour, he received a negative response. Joseph alleges that a representative questioned his account of events and that his working relationship with the tour was subsequently ended. Those allegations added even more tension to an already highly publicized legal dispute and sparked intense debate online. As news of the lawsuit spread, the story quickly became one of the biggest celebrity controversies online. Social media was flooded with reactions, with some people expressing support for Joseph's claims, while others argued that all of the allegations should be carefully examined before any conclusions are reached. The attention only grew when details from the court filing began circulating across entertainment blogs and news outlets. Every new report seemed to trigger another wave of debate, and the discussion soon expanded far beyond the original incident. Fans, critics, and industry observers all weighed in, turning the case into a major public conversation. Meanwhile, representatives connected to Will strongly pushed back against the allegations and disputed the claims being made. With both sides standing firm, the controversy moved from internet speculation to a closely watched legal dispute, leaving many people waiting to see what evidence and developments would emerge next. As the legal battle continued to attract headlines, online investigators began revisiting older interviews, public appearances, and stories that had circulated about Will over the years. Many of these clips had been available for a long time, but the renewed attention caused them to spread faster than ever across social media platforms. At the same time, supporters of Will argued that internet speculation was being treated as fact without enough evidence to support many of the claims. They pointed out that rumors can take on their own life once they gain traction online, especially when multiple unrelated stories become linked together in the public eye. That disagreement created an even bigger divide between those following the controversy. With lawsuits, allegations, and years of rumors all colliding at once, the situation became increasingly complicated. Every new development seemed to spark another round of discussion, ensuring that the story remained firmly in the spotlight as people waited for official updates and court proceedings to unfold. As public interest continued to grow, many entertainment commentators started focusing on the broader impact the controversy could have on Will's reputation and future projects. For years, he had been viewed as one of Hollywood's most recognizable and marketable stars, which made every new headline even more significant.
So I'm like, okay, so now it's starting to make sense, because nothing, I would have never believed that the way this guy's acting, something had to happen. So now, Will told me, and this is going to be in paperwork and everything, right? So when Will told me that he did have sexual intercourse with Bryshere, he said Bryshere did ask him to stop. Will said he finished, completed the act, then stopped. Right then and there, when a person say stop, that means stop.
Industry observers also noted how quickly public perception can shift when multiple controversies overlap at the same time. Even when claims remain disputed, the constant cycle of news reports, social media discussions, and reaction videos can create lasting effects. In Will's case, the combination of legal challenges and resurfaced allegations kept the spotlight firmly fixed on him, with every update generating fresh debate online. Meanwhile, fans continued to watch closely for official statements and court developments. Some believed the legal process would eventually provide greater clarity, while others expected the public discussion to continue regardless of the outcome. Either way, the story had grown far beyond a single allegation and evolved into one of the most talked about celebrity controversies of the year. As the conversation continued, attention began shifting toward how the entertainment industry handles major controversies involving high-profile figures. Many commentators argued that when a celebrity reaches a certain level of fame, every allegation, lawsuit, or rumor can instantly become a global headline, regardless of whether the claims are ultimately proven or disputed. That reality helped keep Will's situation in the news cycle. Each new article, interview, or social media post seemed to generate another wave of reactions, with supporters and critics offering completely different interpretations of the same events. The constant back and forth turned the controversy into an ongoing public debate rather than a story that would quickly fade away. At the center of it all remained a mix of legal claims, online speculation, and years of resurfaced rumors. While many questions were still unanswered, one thing was clear. The controversy had taken on a life of its own. As people continued searching for new details and updates, the spotlight showed no signs of moving away anytime soon. What made the situation even more unusual was how many separate stories became connected in the public conversation. Over time, discussions that originally had nothing to do with one another were grouped together by online commentators, creating a much larger narrative that continued to gain momentum across social media.
So I do believe that Will assaulted Bryshere Gray. Charlie Mack and Will gets a lawyer for Bryshere, and they try to get me under NDA. I tell Will, I'm not signing. I don't even have an NDA with you. How am I getting an NDA with him? You understand what I'm saying? So I hire a lawyer, right? When I hire the lawyer, he comes back and say, listen, this is the best I can do. He said, I'm going to have y'all do a mutual NDA, meaning that Bryshere can't tell people that you know that Will and Diddy.
As that happened, old interviews and public statements were analyzed frame by fans and content creators, looking for clues or hidden meanings. Some people believe these moments revealed important context, while others argued that ordinary interactions were being overanalyzed. The debate only grew louder as more creators joined the conversation and shared their own theories. Meanwhile, entertainment news outlets continued covering every development tied to the controversy. Even minor updates quickly became trending topics, generating thousands of comments and reactions. With public interest still running high, many observers expected the story to remain in the headlines for the foreseeable future, especially as legal proceedings and official responses continued to unfold. As the months passed, the controversy became a case study in how quickly stories can evolve in the digital age. What started as a handful of allegations and online discussions had expanded into a non-stop cycle of headlines, reactions, and competing narratives that seemed to generate fresh attention every week. Adding to the complexity was the fact that so much of the conversation was happening across multiple platforms at once. A claim made in an interview could spark thousands of posts online, which would then lead to reaction videos, live stream discussions, and new articles covering the public response. The result was a story that continued growing far beyond its original scope.
And I want to say the R word, but I know we're on YouTube. Then you can't say nothing about him. So I said, okay, well, as long as he stopped telling people that I know what Will and Diddy did to him. You understand what I'm saying? Period. That was the problem. So there's legal paperwork, and it's all going to be, and you got to follow this case.
Despite all the speculation, many of the biggest questions remained unanswered. Supporters continued defending Will, while critics argued that the ongoing allegations deserve closer scrutiny. With legal matters still drawing attention and public interest showing little sign of slowing down, the controversy remained firmly in the spotlight as people waited for whatever development might come next. By this point, the story had become larger than any single allegation or headline. What kept people talking was the sheer number of claims, responses, denials, and theories that had accumulated over the years. Every time it seemed like the conversation was beginning to fade, a new interview, court update, or viral post would pull it right back into the spotlight.
Because he was like, Charlie Mack is not going to be able to be there because him and Charlie had something else going on. Our run of Chicago for Empire, it's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with Mill pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
Same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on.
Some industry observers pointed out that celebrity controversies often develop in layers. A legal dispute leads to renewed interest in past rumors, which then encourages people to revisit old stories that had long been forgotten. That's exactly what appeared to be happening here, as years of speculation became intertwined with more recent events and allegations. For now, much of the public remains divided. Some believe the ongoing accusations raise serious questions that deserve attention, while others argue that conclusions should be based on verified facts rather than internet rumors. Either way, the controversy continues to dominate discussions online, and many are watching closely to see what developments emerge next. What has surprised many people is just how long this story has managed to stay relevant. In an era where online attention shifts almost daily, the controversy has continued generating discussions across entertainment media, social platforms, and celebrity news channels. Each new update seems to create another wave of reactions, keeping the topic firmly in circulation. Part of that staying power comes from the number of unanswered questions that still remain. While various allegations, lawsuits, and public statements have fueled debate, many key details continue to be disputed. That uncertainty has left room for endless speculation, with supporters and critics often reaching very different conclusions from the same information. As a result, the public conversation shows no signs of slowing down. Whether through legal developments, official responses, or newly resurfaced interviews, fresh talking points continue to emerge. For many observers, the biggest question is no longer whether the controversy will continue, but what the next major revelation or headline could be as the story keeps unfolding.
I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know where me. You know Diddy made me suck it. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on.
As the spotlight remained fixed on the controversy, another interesting pattern began to emerge. More people started examining how celebrity narratives are shaped in real time, especially when legal disputes, media coverage, and social media speculation all collide at once. In many ways, the discussion had become just as much about public perception as it was about the allegations themselves. The non-stop attention also highlighted how quickly information can spread online. A single comment from an interview, podcast, or court filing could generate thousands of reactions within hours, leading to new theories and debates across multiple platforms. That constant flow of content ensured that the story stayed active, even during periods when there were few official updates. For now, the situation remains closely watched by both fans and critics. With ongoing discussions, disputed claims, and widespread public interest, the controversy continues to evolve in unexpected ways. Whether future developments bring greater clarity or simply raise new questions, one thing is certain: the conversation surrounding this story is far from over, and many people are still paying close attention. What has kept audiences engaged is the way every new development seems to connect to a much larger conversation about fame, influence, and accountability in the entertainment world. Instead of focusing on just one incident, many people have begun looking at the broader picture and asking how major public figures navigate intense scrutiny when controversy strikes. At the same time, media coverage has played a huge role in keeping the story alive. Entertainment outlets continue reporting on updates, while content creators break down every statement, filing, and public appearance for their audiences. That constant analysis has turned the situation into an ongoing topic of discussion rather than a short-lived headline.
Needs prayer. I don't even know what's
See,
going
they
on.
trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
Meanwhile, those following the story are still waiting for more concrete answers. With competing claims, different opinions, and plenty of speculation circulating online, the debate remains as active as ever. Until there are significant new developments, the conversation is likely to continue evolving, with each update adding another chapter to a controversy that has already captured widespread attention. According to the lawsuit, Joseph felt that his concerns were not taken seriously after reporting the incident. The filing claims that there was little effort to address the situation from his perspective, and he was later informed that his involvement with the tour had come to an end. The lawsuit also alleges that another violinist was eventually brought in, despite claims that the production was supposedly moving in a different direction. These allegations have remained a major point of discussion among those following the case. As expected, people online had plenty to say about the controversy. One commenter wrote, "It's sad how they're using their money, power, and fame to lure young artists in to take advantage of them. Hollywood has been doing that to people since the beginning, but we're all responsible for our own actions. Wrong is wrong." Another person added, "Bryshere has that same stare that Justin B. and Adam C. had growing up when they were around those grown men. So sad." Those reactions reflect just how divided public opinion has become surrounding these allegations and rumors. Of course, it's important to remember that many of the claims discussed throughout this story remain disputed, and allegations are not the same as proven facts. Still, the controversy continues to generate intense debate across social media and entertainment news platforms. Now it's your turn. What do you think about all the allegations, lawsuits, and rumors that have surrounded this story? Do you think the public has all the facts, or is there more to be revealed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others who have been following the story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.